We're here today because the workers of Walmart work for the #1 corporation in America besides Shell and Exxon. They're the third largest corporation in this country, but they're the #1 employer in this country. The average pay for employee in Walmart is $8.88 an hour. Most of them are part-time employees that can't even make a livable wage by working at this corporation. This corporation last year made over $15 billion net profit, but they can't even support their workers. Their workers have to rely on food stamp programs to be able to live, to be able to support their families. The economics of this country are being defined by Walmart. Walmart is setting the wage standards for other corporations such as Target, Best Buy, all the big box stores. And the lower that they can pay their employee, the lower that all the other box stores can pay their employee. In an economic sense for a society, it's going to destroy your society because it's destroying your middle class.
So it's a race to the bottom.
It's a race to the bottom, yeah.
I worked at Walmart for 4 years, and it wasn't as good as it should have been. They say that Walmart is, is not anti-union, they're pro-people, but that's not true.
Really?
It's not true.
And your mom works there, you said, now?
My mom's been at Walmart for 17 years at the same store. And it's the way that they do their employees, it's not fair. It's not fair at all.
Like what kind of things?
Just the way that if you take a leave of absence and you're gone for so long, you lose your position. That's not fair. Sometimes you can't predict what's going to happen. And if you're gone for, I think it's like 3 months or something like that, if you're gone longer than that, you come back and you're told like, oh, well, you're not a department manager anymore, you're going to be a floor associate. It's not fair.
Right.
It's not fair to anybody. There should be better job security.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Owners of Walmart, the Waltons, they make more than the bottom 41% of this entire country. Those people make more money than 41% of this country.
Per year.
A year, every year. That's greed. I don't mind people making money, but I am against greed when it's hurting society. And it's definitely hurting society. It's defining the economic future to the children. The future of our society is being defined economically by a store that doesn't care about us. Target, which is a store that's comparable to Walmart, has a program where they actually give back to all the local schools. They give back almost $4 million, I believe, every month to local schools. How come this company isn't doing it?
Here you go, guys. I'll give you one of these. Thank you. Make sure you read the back.
Came up with this theory called the American Dream.
American Dream?
What's that? Too bad you have to be asleep for it now.
Jeez, history, labor history. I don't remember hearing much labor history when I was in high school.
Well, they don't teach that much. They don't want to teach you about the Wobblies or anything like that.
No, they don't want to talk about that.
That's called the people's power.
Yeah, jeez.
You can't have the people's power. We got to have the corporate power.
Right, like the history of Social Security. So was that just because FDR was really, really nice?
Well, yes, he was extremely nice. He cared about old people. He didn't want them starving and eating dog food out of cans.
Well, there was also other things going on when Roosevelt was president, like there was 400 major strikes a month.
Wow.
And there were people like socialists and anarchists leading these strikes.
No, anarchists.
Working hand to hand with the union.
Oh my goodness.
Some of the greatest moments in U.S. history are unions working together with radicals.
How come they're taught now that socialists are evil? Socialists are communists.
I know they say bad things about socialists, but you know what they used to call abolitionists in this country? Radicals.
Whoa, and anarchists like myself. I mean, I guess I just want to burn the buildings all down.
You know, there were some crazy people in the past. You know what they did? They thought that child labor was wrong. You know what they called them? Radicals.
Wow.
And you know what?
What's the root of radical? Rad.
Rad. Radical is rad. Yeah, where can we go from this? And then there was these crazy people one day, they all got together in Chicago. So many of them were in the streets, and you know, the police tried to get rid of them. They killed many of them. But you know what they wanted? They had this radical idea. It was called the 8-hour working day. Oh my gosh. Radicals. And you know what? They killed 4 of them or 6 of them. We don't know much about labor history in this country, but the 8-hour working day was born on May 1st, 1886 in Chicago, Illinois.
And it was the result of a lot of some hard-ass working people that fought for it. The same way we got rid of
the leaders paid with their lives for that.
Walmart security right there.
If you want to go to a box store, go to Target and give back to your community. Don't go to Walmart. Tell the managers of Walmart to raise the pay for the workers. Start paying health care benefits for the workers. Let's do that. Everybody's mad about this Obamacare. Well, we're all mad at that because corporations aren't getting health care like they used to in this country.
And did the police ask you to step off this property today? I noticed there was a cop here.
No police officers talked to me at all today.
Working for the corporations.
Citizens from all walks of life that are here supporting Walmart workers. We learned about this event from a website that's sponsored by Our Walmart, which is an organization of Walmart workers who are organizing to get a living wage for themselves. This is their symbol. This is the symbol of the Make and Change at Walmart and Our Walmart organization. Workers standing up for a living wage. So we're teachers, we're workers, we're retired people, we're concerned citizens who realize that Walmart workers are members of our community, and that when members of our community can't afford to live, can't afford to pay rent, pay for groceries, have health care, when members of our community suffer, we all suffer. So we're here on our time supporting our Walmart and the workers that want to gain on the anniversary of the first walkout on Walmart 1 year ago on Black Friday. I live in this community, I care about this community, and when members of our community suffer, I suffer. I'm a union member, and I know that when union members go to negotiate for our raises, when the floor, when the minimum wage is so low, it's very difficult for anyone to ask for salary increases or to hold on to their benefits. When corporations can work their workers without benefits, it makes it possible for all workers to be in a situation where their employer is not paying for benefits and forced to go into government aid, Obamacare, and Medicaid, and things like that. So that's something we want to prevent. I want to prevent. It's all about community. It's all about building a healthy community here in San Diego.
For you, you're someone that's kind of looking on the outside and not necessarily like a personal connection for you. focus on who works at Walmart or experiencing boxes?
I am, not outside because I am a member of this community, and these are fellow members of my community here. So I don't see it as an inside or an outside issue. I see it as is what I'm doing going to build a healthier community? And the answer is yes, it is.
Government tax. When they give our welfare, they make someone all the self-absorbed people are like, oh, my tax money? Can I get your signature?
For the Walmart workers, did you see during your trying to get them a little for the Walmart workers? Can I get your signature?
You're not for a decent wage? For a living wage so that people can actually pay their taxes?
Thank you, ma'am.
There you go. See? Why you're wearing that sticker?
Would you wear a sticker to show support of the
There's one on my list. I don't like one.
Y'all want a sticker? Right on.
Everybody's wearing the stickers. This is fabulous. There's the OcuCard.
Walmart employees deserve more. They're hard workers, and we live in America, and they deserve the benefits.
And your son works here?
And my son works there as well.
At one of the stores?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
All right. I hope everything
Thank
goes
you
well
for wearing
for
a sticker.
No problem.
What's the one message that you want to say as far as what you guys are doing today in one sentence?
One sentence? I want people to actually start thinking about their voting value of their dollar. In this country, we're really not allowed to vote. All you can vote with is your dollar. Don't spend your dollar here, spend it somewhere else. Spend it somewhere that cares.
Hi, my name's Monty, and I'm an IWW member and an SEIU member. I support our Walmart campaign, and I think that people who do support, if there's one thing that people can do that was very effective and was done by a lot of people during the Great Boycott and the lettuce boycott in support of the United Farm Workers Union. And people would go into a store where they knew it was non-union and where the product that was being sold was non-union, and fill up their shopping cart and go to the check stand and ask, is that product union? Is this store union? And of course, when they said no, you had to say, oh, I can't shop here, I'm sorry. And of course,
good idea.
They had to unload everything, and then people would systematically do that store to store to store every time they had a chance.
When was this?
Well, the Great Boycott for the Farm Workers Union was in the 60s, and the lettuce boycott, especially against Safeway stores, which was a main buyer of the scab lettuce, that was in the early 70s.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From one of the documentaries, several, I believe in Philadelphia with the Rubbermaid product, and I can't quote me on the company name, but what they would do is go in and try and become their only customer, so that factory would only be making product for Walmart. And once Walmart knew that they were their only customer, they then hacked the prices down to below half. These people used to be making good union jobs, at least $24, $25 an hour. Now that factory is closed, but the way they made it up for the community is they offered them jobs at their location, which was less than $7. You know, that's just happens over and over again. So now these people are in here hardly working. What jobs do we have? All of our jobs are becoming outsourced and contracted. Now we have the retail only. They're wanting everybody to work on Thanksgiving. That's just disgusting. Yeah, and they have no benefits and working on holidays with no family. I think that's horrible. He said that what they've done this last week, because an argument that people will say is, well, they want to work it. They're getting time and a half, and overtime, they're getting double time. Well, first off, on what, $7, $8? That's what, $11? It's not too big of a difference, regardless. Some people may want it, but here's the thing. Even for those that did want it, what he had stated is that they made it so that all week long they cut their hours, and so that they can make them work all kinds of hours yesterday and all kinds of hours today. And so basically, yeah, they're going to be paying that time and a half, but in their overall paycheck for this 2 weeks, it's going to be the same paycheck that they've gotten for the last month, because they cut their hours earlier in the week.
So are they not paying them overtime then?
They are paying overtime, but this is, and again, this is what I was told yesterday from someone who works here, that even with the overtime, so if they've cut 3 days of their week this week, that's 3 days of pay. Well, now they're making up for those 3 days pay in the overtime. They're still, the check that they're going to get in the mail is going to be the same amount that they got 2 weeks before, because they cut their hours earlier to make up for the overtime today. And, or yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what I heard.
So they do that. They don't give them a set schedule that they work. They change it.
Oh, yeah, it's always changed.
Like
mine changes too. I work for a telecommunications firm. That's fine. Mine changes. That's okay, but at least we're well compensated, and
that didn't used to be the way. It used to be a 9 to 5 full time.
Yeah. See, it's not. Yeah, even
nothing's like that anymore.
And I am union, and and it's not even then. So we really have to start standing up for our children.
Walmart employees deserve more. There should be better job security.
Tell the managers of Walmart to raise the pay for the workers. Start paying health care benefits for the workers. Let's do that.
The way that they do their employees is not fair. It's not fair.
Support Walmart workers.